Richard, it's Billy.
How'd you like that one, Rich? Of course, we are doing entry into HorrorShow3000's Christmas giveaway. Probably out of frame. Who cares? No one wants to look at me. And what the president of Horror Nation wants to know is not what your favorite Christmas horror movie is. He wants to know what your favorite scene in a holiday-themed Christmas horror movie, or Hanukkah horror movie, Death by Dreidel. So Teresa actually had not seen anything Christmas horror related. I think maybe Tales from the Crypt was the one scene, but other than that, she hadn't seen any of them. So she's been taking a crash course this past week on watching them. And how have you liked them so far?
They're good. I enjoyed it.
Alright, so, of course, if anything, a little homage at the beginning probably gives away what her pick was, or the movie, but what is your scene that you liked from the movie?
Black Christmas. The scene that I like is when they're up in the attic and whoever the killer is, you don't really know who it is.
Billy.
Well, Billy, but we never see him in the movie. But I just remember what I thought was really cool, how he has, her name is Claire, right?
Still, yes.
Yeah. Claire in the rocking chair with the plastic over her face, her eyes are wide open, and she's just rocking in the chair, and you see like a little doll, like in the corner of the chair with her. I think it was just kind of cool just to see that kind of setup in an old movie like that, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, of course, that movie's been talked about a lot on social media in select groups. And it just, we're looking at close to 40 years old, and the thing never gets old. It's just really a timeless piece. It really definitely set up the template for slasher films, even with the elements of humor that they interject as well. But those phone calls, you could watch it countless times, and you still just get really creeped out every time you hear that phone call. So, rest in peace, Bob Clark. He just put out a lot of good films, and Black Christmas is definitely one of the top ones he did. Now for my pick, we're going for another one that was blasted by PTA groups and the Academy of Good Taste, and that would be Silent Night, Deadly Night. Of course, the first movie, which was like just picketed to death, and they finally got it out of the theaters. In comparison, it was done in the mid '80s. You said it. Compared to a lot of the Saw movies and Hostel movies, it's pretty tame.
Yeah.
But back then, it definitely was pretty radical at its time. My favorite scene from the movie would have to be Denise, played by Scream Queen Linnea Quigley's death scene, when she answers the door in the only way Linnea Quigley can answer the door, naked, boobs ablazing. And then slams the door shut on Billy, but he takes to it with an axe and just smashes through, hurls the axe at her, and just wedges in the wall, and you're like, wow. And starts manhandling her. And I remember initially thinking when I saw this years ago that he was just going to plant her on the other end of the axe. And then he turns around, and then there are these, it's like a gazelle with the antlers out, and he goes up and just slowly in the uncut version impales her on her, and you just see those antlers coming right out of her midsection, and then she's just left there, hung out to dry, you know. I'm sure as Linnea has had numerous times, ridden hard and put away wet. I kid, of course. She's a sweetheart. So I would say that was definitely one of my favorite scenes. And then the follow-up when her boyfriend Tommy gets his just desserts. When they show him outside, and he's just got that after being tossed through the window. And we've seen so many people tossed through windows in movies, countless times. But where you see this huge piece of glass just erupting from his side, like literally almost cut him right in half, and then another piece like impaled on the side of his head.
It looked kind of weird though, the stomach portion of the.
That was.
I just don't understand how it like got that one.
I can actually. So I mean, it's just I don't think a lot of glass scenes like that are ever given due justice of some of the damage that good strong sheet of glass could do to you. So that's our selections, and I know we're coming in on the under the wire. It's been a hectic month, so we did want to support our friend's contest. So here we are. And Richard, thank you very much for putting on the contest. As always, you are a linchpin in this community, and we wish you happy horror days.
Bye.